Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be back. I saw all the pictures, they were really good, and thank you, Mr. Heminder, for inviting us, and I'm actually seeing a lot of familiar faces. Mr. Alok is also here, and nice to see you all. So basically, my name is Oshad De Silva. I am a co-founder and the director of marketing and communication at Hybridtech Solutions. So I just want to ask you a question. Do you think doing things conventionally is too mainstream? Just think about it, all you guys who are involved in startups, just think about it. So what we focus, Hybridtech is basically an RI company. We actually focus on research and innovation. With a vision of becoming South Asia's largest technological conglomerate, we actually executed 4 arms. We have actually 4 arms under Hybridtech. Hybridtech Active, the Cube by Hybridtech, Hybridtech Autonetics, and also Hybridtech Mobility. So to tell you a small story, our origin is actually basically a very typical startup origin story where 5 guys got together at one of our friends' homes and we decided to come up with a product and see how it goes. So in the beginning it was not very, our idea was just to put in a product, but then later on we realized there's some potential to it. So going forward, we were actually accelerated through More Ventures 2.0. The product we pitched was called LiveBet 1.0, which we launched on the arm Hybridtech Active. Hybridtech Active is, if I may say, Sri Lanka's first sports technological company. After the launch of LiveBet 1.0, we also focused into integrating technology together with Fabric. We are actually working with one of the leading clothing brands in Sri Lanka to integrate technology and fabric in developing smart fabric, which can be worn by, especially for women and also athletes. So that is also another venture under Hybridtech Active. So going forward, we were guided by Mr. Heminder and this person, a very special person called Mr. Irfan Ahmed, who was the CMO at Dialog. He's now the CEO at Innovation Quotient. So both of them actually guided us along the way, and they are still guiding us when it comes to the sports technological side. We actually got the chance to pitch our ideas in Disrupt Asia 2017, where we became one of the top 3 startups in Sri Lanka. And then we were guests on several social media platforms to talk about this sports technological thing, because when we say sports technology, people go, what? Excuse me? So you're not very familiar with the term sports technology. Even very experienced people are like, what's that? So you integrate technology with sports, and then you become, sports technology. So we work together with Yamu and SEF in, making people familiar about sports technology. As a company, we started with 5 people, and along the way, we incorporated the company in 2017 August, and this is 2018 March. Between this time, we have over 25 employees right now, and we have 2 companies that we incorporated. The Hybridtech Active is now a registered company in UK, so we'll be expanding to UK in a couple of months, and also Hybridtech Mobility, where we focus on, again, integrating technology and transportation. So with the incorporation of Hybridtech Mobility, we became a $1 million startup. So starting with just 5 people, and in less than 1 year, we not only became a $1 million startup, but we are also now over 25 employees strong. We have people from University of Moratuwa, we have people from University of Colombo, we have people from German Tech, we have people from Kotalawala Defense University, from aeronautics engineers to mechatronics engineers to technicians to developers to everyone. So what Mr. Heminder sir told us to do is to share our experience with you, our journey so far. So what we realized after winning More Ventures 2.0 is, this is it. We are now settled, but we were so wrong. Now, this is just a startup stage. Now we are an incorporated company. You are starting from ground up. So every step you take is a challenge. From the registration, if you are creating devices to getting your VAT, your SVAT, it's going to be really difficult, because we live in Sri Lanka. It's basically not a very startup-friendly country when it comes to finances and all the other things. The system is built in a way not to give maximum support to startups. So you have to work a lot. You'll have to sacrifice a lot, because each and every one of us has sacrificed a lot to be where we are today. We are not saying we are a huge $1 million company, but who we are today, we have made certain sacrifices to be here. And in 2018, we actually, in February, we launched another product called Tripmo. You might have seen some banners. We partnered up with Laughs Lubricants, where we took a picture actually with, you might recognize this person. So this is where we pitched the idea to Laughs, and they agreed and they wanted to join us, and we launched the product Tripmo together with Laughs. So Tripmo is basically, to say something about Tripmo is basically a ride-hailing application. All right. What it differs is that, what you usually do is when it comes to ride-hailing, when you want to book a taxi, you just download an app and then you ride. But have you ever thought of, what if you could book taxis in other ways? For an example, through Facebook Messenger. How do you book taxis through Facebook Messenger? So just take a look at this small video. Oh, okay. That's another slide. Okay, we'll just move on. That's a small video. I just want you to take a look at it, and we'll get back to the slide. So just in 4 steps, you are now, you have the capability of booking a taxi through Facebook Messenger. If you don't have memory or you don't want to download an application, well, this is your way. You can book a taxi only by Tripmo. So we actually launched the product 5 days ago. Our office is in Nugegoda, and 5 days later, we have over 750 three-wheelers, over 50 cars, and over 2,000 downloads in both Android and iOS. But what we see is mainly our largest traffic is through Facebook Messenger. So right now, there are rides that are generating in a very large scale through Facebook Messenger. But currently, there's a small lag there because, of the current situation in the country, of all the social media platforms being blocked. Well, that's a bummer. Well, what to do? Thank you, VPN. So it's still running. So this is a screenshot that I took in the morning. These are all some of the active three-wheelers, and our drivers and our, the guys branding the three-wheelers. Now, what we focus here is not just putting another ride-hailing application. Our drivers are trained by the Sri Lankan police, and also our trainers. They have a uniform, and what we focus is to professionalize this industry. Because what we want to do is to make sure that a mother feels safe to send her daughter to school in a three-wheeler, in a Tripmo, with our drivers. Because all these 750 drivers, there are drivers coming in to us requesting to register. But what we do is we filter them, each and every one of them, because we are coming in with target. We don't want to register each and every driver and just expand our fleet. Our main idea is to professionalize this industry. So keeping that in mind, we have over 750 three-wheelers right now, and that is considerably more than what we expected, given that we just launched 5 days ago. So it is also happening right now, and a small stall is there. You'll be given a small card, and in that card there is a promo code. You can download the application and you can insert the promo code. For the first time you use, you'll get a certain amount off of your ride. So that is about Tripmo. let me just go back to the slide that I missed. I'm sorry. This is actually talking about several advice for all the guys who pitched and all the girls. By guys, I mean both boys and girls. Okay, right. Anuraka, I see you nodding. Yeah, good job. It's good to see you guys from Jaffna. It's good to see you guys from Nepal, the lady. It's really nice because in More Adventures 2.0, I think we were the only team where we had outsiders. Because I'm not from University of Moratuwa and my co-founder Pansilu is not from University of Moratuwa. Our CEO Surat is not from University of Moratuwa. So basically talking about our team, I am a logistician. You might have not heard that. You might have heard of the word statistician, but never logistician. Well, logistician is where I was at CINEC. I studied transportation management and logistics. Pansilu was in Switzerland. He did hotel management and finance. Surat is a mechatronics engineer from KDU. And Janaka and Dinuka, they're from Moratuwa, they're computer science engineers. So that is basically our team. And what a lot of people told us was they really liked the diversity of our team. Because me and Pansilu and Surat, what we want to do is not to put just another tech device into the market. We want it to be profitable. Because at the end of the day, we are doing a business. And all you guys are doing a business. You're doing it to earn money. So just don't launch a product just because it's cool, if it's not profitable. There are certain things that you can't, even though it's really nice, it's really cool, if the market doesn't accept it, it'll become a failure. So always launch a product that is profitable, because at the end of the day, you are doing a business. So when it comes to, for us to get here, our team to survive is based on three things: commitment, loyalty and trust, and diversity. As I said, so far we have sacrificed a lot. I was a management consultant at KPMG. I quit my job and I started doing this full time. Pansilu was in China. He came to Sri Lanka to start at Surat. He was basically a lecturer, so he quit that to focus on this. Janaka and Dinuka, they got offers from big tech companies, but they all refused because we see a value in this and we see the potential here. So that's why we want to stick around and actually make a difference. Trust and loyalty. Always trust your teammates, your co-founders, because this is a journey that you'll be doing together. Your company will survive because of each and every one of you. If one of you fails, the entire company will fail. So please make sure you trust each and one of them and be loyal to each and one of them. And diversity, like I said, I saw a lot of diversified teams, and that's really good, because just if you have, I'm not blaming tech guys, but if you just have tech guys, there is a certain issue with the profitability. So make sure you think of those things as well. So we are Hybrid Tech. We have Hybrid Tech, Active, Cube, and all 4 companies under our belt. So within few months, we managed to become who we are today. And I also forgot to mention that we also develop ERPs, and we are working with huge textile manufacturers in this country in automating their lines and all. So we are doing those things as well. So we are actually looking into a lot of sites, and we have employees looking into each and every one of sites. So expand and do your best, and make sure to download Tripmo. And yeah, we shall rise together. Thank you, and all the best.